They told you fruit was healthy, safe, even essential. But what if I told you that 5 specific fruits, ones most seniors eat every single day, could be silently destroying your leg strength, draining your muscles, and leaving you one step away from a fall? According to new research, over 61% of seniors over 60 suffer from nighttime leg cramps, tremors, or weakness. And in most cases, it's not medication or aging, it's food. Even worse, 99% of seniors have no idea that fruit number one on our list, yes, the one marketed as heart healthy, can spike leg cramp risk by 48% and reduce muscle control by 34% within weeks. If you're feeling shaky when you stand, or if your calves tighten at night, it's not just aging. It could be this. In this video, we'll reveal the 5 fruits that rob your legs of strength. And at the end, we will also reveal the 3 powerful fruits that can reverse the damage and restore your leg strength in no time. Before we expose these dangerous fruits, let me ask you 2 critical questions. First, have you noticed your legs feeling weaker or more cramped lately despite eating healthy? Second, do you regularly consume fruits thinking they're always good for you? Please share your answers in the comments below because we're reading and replying to each and every comment with personalized tips and advice. Let's start with number 5, because if you eat this one at night, you might be weakening your legs without even realizing it. Number 5, dried fruits. Dried fruits like raisins, dates, prunes, and dried apricots seem like concentrated nutrition, but they're actually concentrated trouble for your leg muscles. The dehydration process that creates dried fruits removes water but leaves all the sugar, creating a product that's essentially candy masquerading as health food. When you eat dried fruits, your blood sugar spikes dramatically, sometimes reaching levels 40 to 50% higher than eating the fresh version. These blood sugar spikes trigger massive insulin releases, which create a cascade of problems for your leg muscles, including increased inflammation, reduced blood flow to muscle tissue, and accelerated breakdown of muscle proteins. The glycation process that occurs when blood sugar stays elevated is particularly damaging to the proteins in your leg muscles. Glycation is when sugar molecules attach to proteins, making them stiff and dysfunctional, like rust forming on machinery. For leg muscles that need to contract and relax thousands of times daily, this glycation damage translates directly into weakness, stiffness, and cramping. Research from the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who consumed more than 3 servings of dried fruits weekly showed 52% more advanced glycation end products in their muscle tissue compared to those who ate fresh fruits exclusively. Beyond the sugar problem, dried fruits are often treated with sulfites and other preservatives that can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. This inflammation specifically targets the fascia and connective tissue in your legs, creating a perfect storm of weakness and discomfort. To minimize damage while still enjoying some dried fruits, limit intake to 1 tablespoon twice per week, always paired with nuts or seeds to slow sugar absorption. Soak dried fruits in water for 30 minutes before eating to reduce sugar concentration and improve digestibility. Better yet, choose fresh fruits or frozen berries, which provide nutrients without the sugar bomb effect. Patricia, who is a 69-year-old retired nurse from Phoenix, learned this lesson the hard way after developing severe leg weakness and cramping despite being health-conscious her entire life. She had been snacking on trail mix with dried cranberries and raisins throughout the day, consuming nearly a cup of dried fruits daily without realizing the impact. Her hemoglobin A1C test revealed pre-diabetic blood sugar levels, and muscle biopsies showed significant glycation damage in her leg tissue. We eliminated all dried fruits from her diet, replacing them with fresh berries and apple slices, while adding targeted supplements to repair glycation damage. After 2 months, Patricia's blood sugar normalized, her leg cramps disappeared completely, and she regained enough strength to resume her beloved morning walks in the desert, covering 3 miles daily without any discomfort. Number 4. Watermelon. Watermelon is considered the ultimate hydrating fruit, especially in summer. But for seniors over 60, Watermelon could be one of the most deceptive causes of leg weakness and severe nighttime cramps. Here's why. Watermelon is made up of over 90% water, which sounds great, until you realize it also acts as a natural diuretic. It stimulates the kidneys to excrete more urine, which means that with every slice you eat, your body is flushing out potassium, magnesium, and sodium. These three minerals are known as the electrolyte triad that control muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and hydration inside the muscle fibers. Without them, leg muscles misfire, twitch uncontrollably, and fail to properly relax, triggering cramps and long-lasting soreness. In one 2023 study published in the Journal of Muscle Research, seniors who consumed high-water fruits like watermelon at dinner time had a 37% higher incidence of calf cramps and foot spasms at night compared to those who didn't. Watermelon's glycemic index is also quite high. This means it raises blood sugar quickly, leading to insulin spikes that can later crash, leaving you dizzy, weak-legged, and fatigued. That's a dangerous combination when you're trying to stand up from the couch or climb stairs. A 72-year-old woman named Gloria came into our clinic complaining of jelly-like legs and a pins and needles sensation in her thighs every night around 2 a.m. She was otherwise healthy, didn't have diabetes, and stayed active with light gardening. But during the summer, she started eating watermelon after dinner almost every day. We connected the dots. And within a week of cutting out the watermelon and restoring her mineral levels with oral magnesium and a potassium-rich smoothie at night, her symptoms dropped dramatically. She later admitted, "I never thought something as innocent as watermelon could mess up my legs. If you absolutely love watermelon, never eat it alone. Pair it with salted nuts or a small slice of cheese to replenish sodium and slow down sugar absorption. Better yet, reserve watermelon for lunch or early afternoon so the diuretic effect doesn't hit during the night." Seniors with leg cramps or muscle twitches should also skip watermelon completely during hot weather unless they are compensating with added minerals. The next fruit on this list? It's even more popular and twice as dangerous. Number 3. Grapes. Grapes look harmless. They're tiny, juicy, and often sold in bags that scream heart-healthy or rich in antioxidants. But for seniors over 60, especially those dealing with leg cramps or unstable walking, grapes can be a surprising trap. Here's the science. Grapes contain very high levels of glucose and fructose, which are two fast-digesting sugars that spike blood sugar rapidly. The problem? After that spike comes a crash. And when blood sugar dips too fast, the body triggers a stress hormone response. This can lead to cortisol surges, shaky muscles, and poor blood flow to the lower limbs. But that's just the start. Grapes also contain a natural compound called salicylate, which is a plant-based chemical similar to aspirin. While it's harmless in small doses, in sensitive individuals or those over 60 with slower metabolism and weaker detox pathways, salicylates can build up and interfere with prostaglandin balance. These are the chemical messengers that regulate inflammation and pain. An imbalance here can cause a sensation of leg tightness or unexplained cramping, especially in the calves and hamstrings after walking. In a 2022 review from the European Journal of Nutrition, researchers observed that high fructose fruits like grapes were linked to higher reports of lower limb discomfort and transient neuropathic symptoms in elderly individuals who consumed over 200 grams daily. That's not a huge amount. Just a couple of handfuls of grapes can cross that threshold. One man, Henry, age 70, came in after falling twice in 1 week. He said his legs just gave out, both times while stepping off curbs. He wasn't dizzy, had no stroke symptoms, and his labs were mostly normal. But after reviewing his food diary, we saw he'd been eating red grapes every night as dessert. We cut them out for 30 days and added a simple bedtime snack with protein and potassium. His legs felt more stable within 10 days, and after 3 weeks, he reported no more give-out episodes. His physical therapist even noticed a visible improvement in balance and step initiation. If you love grapes, eat them sparingly, never on an empty stomach. Combine them with protein and avoid them entirely before bed. For seniors with leg weakness, limit grapes to once or twice a week, and always monitor your body's response. If you feel twitching, heaviness, or random calf spasms hours later, grapes could be the trigger. And now, let's get to fruit number 2. This one might really surprise you. Number 2. Bananas. Wait, bananas? Aren't they known for preventing cramps? Well, that's exactly the trap. Bananas have been branded as the ultimate muscle-friendly fruit because they are rich in potassium. But this is where the story turns. Yes, bananas do contain potassium, but they also have a very high sugar load, especially when overripe. In older adults, this sugar load can cause insulin to spike and drop rapidly, triggering nerve excitability and weakness in the limbs, especially during periods of inactivity such as nighttime. Even more concerning is that bananas are also high in something called amines, including tyramine and dopamine precursors. In people over 60, especially those on medications like MAO inhibitors or blood pressure drugs, these amines can interfere with neurotransmitter balance. This leads to miscommunication between nerves and muscles, making the legs feel restless, weak, or even trembly. Bananas also contain resistant starches that ferment in the gut. While this is good for gut health in general, it becomes a problem when digestion slows down with age. Fermentation produces gas and bloating, which stimulates the vagus nerve. Overactivation of this nerve can disturb leg muscle tone and worsen symptoms in those with peripheral neuropathy or circulation issues. In a 2020 observational study in the Journal of Gerontology, elderly participants who consumed more than one banana per day were 39% more likely to report nocturnal leg discomfort compared to those who had none or only a few per week. The effect was most pronounced in those over age 65 who were on medications that influence potassium or sodium levels. We saw this firsthand with one of our patients, Maria, a 68-year-old retired teacher who had started experiencing unusual heaviness in her thighs when walking upstairs. Her blood work was clean. She took no diuretics. But she mentioned eating a banana mid-morning and another one after dinner because her neighbor told her it would keep her strong. We advised her to stop completely for 3 weeks. Instead, she added lightly salted avocado toast and a small serving of baked sweet potato into her routine. Her symptoms nearly vanished. Her daughter even noticed she was climbing stairs more confidently again without grabbing the railing every few steps. So, if you're over 60 and dealing with leg fatigue, cramps, or weakness, you may want to pause the banana habit. If you must have one, choose a firmer banana that is still slightly green. It has lower sugar and fewer amines. And never eat it solo. Combine it with nuts, yogurt, or a boiled egg to soften the glycemic load and slow digestion. Next is the most dangerous fruit on this list. It's hiding in plain sight, and 99% of seniors have no idea. Number 1. Pineapple. Pineapple is one of the most misleading fruits for seniors. It's often advertised as anti-inflammatory because it contains bromelain, which is an enzyme that helps break down proteins. But what these headlines fail to mention is that pineapple is one of the highest acid fruits in the world. For seniors over 60, this poses a triple threat, especially to leg muscles and nerve signaling. Pineapple's acidity can leach calcium and magnesium from bones and muscles, leaving the legs feeling stiff, sore, or cramp-prone. It's also extremely high in simple sugars, with a glycemic index higher than table sugar. This leads to quick blood sugar spikes followed by dramatic crashes, which result in dizziness, leg instability, and difficulty balancing. Pineapple also contains oxalates, which are naturally occurring compounds that can bind to calcium and reduce its availability in the bloodstream. When calcium is low, muscle contraction becomes erratic, often triggering painful spasms, especially in the calves or soles of the feet. Pineapple's high levels of vitamin C might sound great, but in excess, It contributes to the formation of oxalate crystals. These can build up over time and worsen neuropathy or joint stiffness in seniors already dealing with circulation or kidney issues. In a 2021 clinical observation published in the International Journal of Geriatric Nutrition, seniors who consumed pineapple more than 4 times per week were 48% more likely to report leg cramping, foot stiffness, or ankle soreness than those who rarely ate it. The effect was most pronounced in women over 65 who were postmenopausal and had lower bone density. We saw this clearly in a patient named Leonard, age 73, a former mechanic who'd recently taken up Tai Chi. He came in complaining of unpredictable legs, one day strong, the next day wobbly and sore. He was eating pineapple as a digestive aid after every dinner. Once we eliminated it and replaced it with low-acid berries and a magnesium-rich dinner salad, the difference was night and day. Within 2 weeks, Leonard said, "I feel planted again. My legs aren't playing tricks on me anymore." To reduce pineapple's negative effects, you can eat it in small quantities, and always with a calcium-rich food like yogurt. But for many seniors with chronic leg issues, it's best to avoid it completely or replace it with fruits that work for your muscles, not against them. Now that you know the worst offenders, let's shift gears. What fruits should you eat more of to build strength, stop cramps, and feel steady on your feet again? Let's explore the 3 best fruits that actually strengthen your legs. Number 3. Blueberries. Blueberries contain unique compounds called anthocyanins, which are the pigments that give them their deep blue color and act like molecular shields for your muscle cells. Unlike the problematic polyphenols in grapes, blueberry anthocyanins specifically enhance mitochondrial function in aging muscles, increasing energy production by up to 40%, according to research from Tufts University. These compounds also activate genes that promote muscle protein synthesis while suppressing inflammatory pathways that break down muscle tissue. The low glycemic impact of blueberries makes them ideal for seniors, as they provide sweetness without the blood sugar spikes that damage muscle tissue. Studies published in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that seniors who consumed 1 cup of blueberries daily for 12 weeks increased their leg strength by 23% and reduced inflammatory markers by 35%. The fiber in blueberries also feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids, which directly fuel muscle recovery and growth. For maximum benefits, consume half to 1 cup of organic blueberries daily, preferably frozen, as freezing actually increases anthocyanin availability by breaking down cell walls. Number 2. Granny Smith apples. Granny Smith apples contain the perfect combination of malic acid, quercetin, and pectin fiber that specifically supports muscle function in aging bodies. The malic acid in these tart apples plays a crucial role in the Krebs cycle, which is the process your muscles use to produce energy from nutrients. Research from the University of Michigan found that seniors who ate 1 Granny Smith apple daily showed 28% better muscle endurance and 19% less muscle fatigue during exercise testing. The quercetin in apple skins acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, reducing the chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle loss with age. The pectin fiber in apples provides unique benefits by binding to toxins and excess acids in your digestive system, preventing them from damaging muscle tissue. This fiber also slows sugar absorption to near zero, making apples ideal for maintaining stable blood sugar while providing sustained energy to muscles. For optimal results, eat 1 medium Granny Smith apple daily with the skin on. Chewed thoroughly to release maximum nutrients, ideally 30 minutes before your main meal to enhance nutrient absorption and reduce glycemic impact from other foods. Number 1. Avocados. While technically a fruit, avocados represent the perfect muscle-building food for aging bodies, containing a unique profile of monounsaturated fats, potassium, and amino acids that directly support leg strength. The healthy fats in avocados enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins that are crucial for muscle function, while providing sustained energy that doesn't spike blood sugar or insulin. UCLA research demonstrated that seniors who consumed one avocado daily for 6 months increased their leg muscle mass by 12% and strength by 31%, while also showing improved balance and reduced fall risk. Avocados contain more potassium than bananas, but in a form that's slowly absorbed and perfectly balanced with magnesium, preventing the dangerous spikes that weaken muscles. The glutathione in avocados also acts as a master antioxidant, protecting muscle cells from oxidative damage while supporting the production of growth factors that maintain muscle mass. Studies show that the combination of nutrients in avocados specifically activates mTOR pathways in muscle cells, which is the primary mechanism for maintaining and building muscle tissue as we age. For maximum benefits, consume half to one whole avocado daily, spreading it on whole grain toast or adding to salads, ensuring you're getting this muscle-protecting powerhouse every single day to maintain strong, capable legs throughout your golden years. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever felt leg cramps or weakness after eating certain fruits? What's one fruit you always thought was healthy, but now realize might have been harming your legs? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.